Welcome to Leogang in Austria and to the third round of the Mercedes-Benz UCI Cross Country World Cup. As we enter the weekend, a couple of the heavy hitters are missing, and in the women's field, that's Kate Courtney. She stays back in California after fracturing her arm in Novi Mesto. But the utter madness is, she finished the race with a broken arm.
No, I don't think anything's broken, man. So much pain.
On the men's side, Mathieu van der Poel opts to miss the last couple of races of the season to focus on the road, which, given his schedule, is totally understandable. And we're without Tom Pidcock. He broke his collarbone a couple of weeks ago, and he's back on his road bike already. What this really gives you a sense of is what these athletes are putting their bodies through and just how badass they are. They're going to need all of that mental resilience attacking this course, these climbs.
I think it's a good course for me because it's a lot of climbing, it's steep climbing, that's what I like, and at the same time the downhills are quite slippery and technical, so I like that part as well.
And we are underway then, the first Alpine stop of 2021. Ferran Prevot forcing the pace on this opening start loop. This is a daunting prospect, I would say, dead straight, nowhere to hide. Lecomte moving right up onto the wheel of the Elite World Champ. A little bit of a gap now to this leading pack of 5 riders. Look at Lecomte. The climbing of this woman is unbelievable. Is Lecomte going to ride away again from this field? Oh my goodness! Look at that gap already. Whoa. I can't believe how hard this first climb is. It's huge.
Yeah, it's a hard one, and you can see the body expression of Pauline Ferran Prevot here on the climb.
So the chasing pack appears to be now coming back together here. And there's the gap to the chasing pack, it's huge. It is absolutely huge.
Yeah, it's a lonely race for her.
No looking around, no looking over her shoulder. So Stigger looking good. The hometown favourite. Well, a great race for second place here today. And NEFF now to the front of these 3.
Is she able to open that gap? So JOLANDA NEFF here going fast in the descent.
Well, I was in front on second place and I had a gap and then I had a massive crash. I landed on my tummy on a rock and hurt my head.
Wow, look at that. Stigger back then and past NEFF.
Certainly, yeah.
JOLANDA might have hit the ground bar. I don't know, but it looks that way.
Stigger, second place now.
RISSVEDS right there as well. NEFF just rounding out the top 5 at the moment, not far behind them. It's been a ride of solitude at the front of this one today.
Yeah, outstanding. Yes.
Absolutely amazing performance again.
Jenny RISSVEDS now on 3rd place. Pauline now on 5th, but Stigger on 2nd place.
I saw that I got closer and closer to Laura, and that's the most scary part, I think, like to make that last call. I'm a little bit afraid to commit to go all out. I am practicing that every race, to commit.
Jenny RISSVEDS overtaking Stigger.
Wow, RISSVEDS then the Olympic champion, moves up to 2nd. Saves the day, no problem. Little dab. NEFF pushing hard. Well, what is everyone going to do about this woman, though, Bart? So, a big smile across the face of Loana Lecomte then. It's a hat-trick of cross-country Olympic wins in 2021. She's unstoppable. Lecomte absolutely in a class of her own this year.
Yes, it's a very difficult track, but yes, I love mountains. I live in mountains, and yes, I love that.
Only a few turns left to go though now. No sprint finish, I don't think. Stigger won't be able to pull this one back. Well, Jenny RISSVEDS then's going to take 2nd place, her first podium since that win back in 2019, and look what it means to Laura Stigger, her best elite cross-country Olympic finish.
Jenny is a super smart rider, and this was a super hard attack. I tried to follow her, but it was a bit too much.
Happy for you. God damn it, you're so angry.
But I couldn't be happy about this third place.
Yolanda NEFF, it was going so well, but on the podium again for this Swiss woman. Pauline Ferrand-Prévot stays on the World Cup podiums, 5th place today.
Congratulations to Loana Lecomte. She's been phenomenal, hasn't she? Talking of strong women though, my heart goes out to Yolanda NEFF. Through the tears, she fought on to a 4th place finish. It just goes to show her mental resolve. Not just Yolanda though. Do you know what's really cool? CATHARINE PENDREL. Seeing her race only 4 months after giving birth to her baby girl, and her baby girl watching on.
She enjoyed it. She got a bit hungry with 2 laps to go, needed a feed, so right.
I've gotten so much positive feedback just around racing, and it's awesome. Just for every mom to know that you can get back to whatever level you were at before. I mean, obviously we all deal with different pregnancies and different births and everything, different babies. So it takes a different amount of time, but for sure it's doable, and it's been so rewarding just getting back out here and feeling that support to be out here.
Honestly, the women in this sport, guys, who can't draw inspiration from that? Inspiration though, the men's is happening. Everyone's getting up to the tech feed zone and getting ready and preparing for this mass start. There's a few men though we need to consider. Mathias Flückiger, a track like this is seriously going to suit his skill set, and he's so keen to prove himself the #1 rider in Switzerland in his Swiss Champions jersey. The guy you can't forget is Ondřej Cink. He's a little bit of a dark horse. We probably haven't seen the best of him ever since he left for the Tour de France. He had heart surgery, believe it or not, and he's back racing World Cups.
Gets underway then, and it's Jordan Sarrou there in the middle. And on Cooper maybe with the start. Wow, look at the pace of him on this climb. It's Ondřej Cink, Cooper, Hatherley with him. And the field's so strung out already. So Flückiger now joining the leading duo. Looks like Milan Varda is dropping back a little bit, but back in 39th now, so it's a long way.
6 to 39, then the technical problem must have been happened.
Shame for him.
Cink is on a mission. He's pushing hard here on this climb.
Look at the tree roots. So these two now have definitely gapped Anton Cooper. I'll tell you what, Cink is not stepping off the gas one bit.
Not at all.
Through the switchbacks they come. Now Mathias Flückiger goes to the front for the first time.
Yeah, an opportunity for Cooper to come back.
It really is, only 6 seconds back then.
I know I could have got back, but at the same time, probably soon after I caught them, I would have been dropped, and I would have been dropped quite bad and blown up perhaps. So it was smarter for me to just kind of keep the tempo on and not be too surgy, because those guys just had a bit extra than me today.
The climb of absolute brutality.
Out of the saddle, everybody. And there comes Nino Schurter.
Just inside the top 20.
Suffering.
Yeah.
It's now Mathias Flückiger who's pushing hard.
Impressive pace around here. Real battle though for that 4th and 5th spot on the podium. Cink back at the front. Drop a seat post all the way down for Flückiger on these descents, of course. Harsh pace, where do they find the power? Cink sat down, Flückiger out of the saddle.
It's an attack of Mathias.
Yeah, you know, he had a really high pace, and I knew I had to do a attack that I could make a gap, and then he's probably broken. And
that gap's pretty good now for Mathias Flückiger.
I knew I have to go just full gas and look ahead and not behind me.
been a strong, strong ride from Anton Cooper for third place. Mathias Flückiger strikes back, taking the first Alpine World Cup win of 2021. A perfect weekend, winning the short track on Friday and cross country today. Mathias Flückiger becomes the second rider to have a perfect weekend to do the double. And a great one for this one as well, for Ondřej Cink. Last time this man was on a podium was back in the start of 2018. So Cooper signals a return to form here with a fine third place finish for the New Zealander. So Griot leader at the moment, Vlad Daskilou looking like he's trying to eye it up. So Griot goes, Daskilou goes with him, literally nowhere to be seen at the moment. It's gonna be Griot. Close, wasn't it, as they came up to the line?
I knew I was the favorite, but for me it was just to go full gas and do my race and yeah, to go for the victory. And yeah, it happened. It was really cool.
Here is a lot of strong riders, and there is a big fight for the top 3, so I'm very happy.
They were both equal in strength. With Mathias so fast in the descents, he was unable to follow by Cink. And the way how he was pushing, he put a lot of pressure on Cink, and luckily nobody crashed. But congrats, Mathias, with your third World Cup win, double weekend.
What did I tell you? Mathias Flückiger, clearly a man riding with some form. And great to see Ondřej Cink and Anton Cooper up on those top steps as well. What a weekend we've had. And the best news is, it's not very long until we get to do it all over again. If you liked it, make sure you're leaving your comments in the box below, and we will see you in France. Till then.